Let me ask you a serious question. If all artists in Ghana stop working for 1 year, no graphic designers, no fashion designers, no sculptors, no illustrators, in fact, no artist is working, what do you think Ghana would look like? Pause for a second. No posters, no textbooks, no painted designs, no adverts. Put your answers in the comment section. So in our previous lesson, we learned about professional practice in arts. Today's lesson answers one big exams and life question. I also have examination questions in the description box. There is a link there. Click on the link and I'll give you access to the question. Why is art and design important in the society, and how do you become part of it? Lesson objectives. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain why art and design professions are important to the society. Identify how arts contribute to Ghana's economy and culture. Describe education and training pathways in arts and design, and also identify career opportunities in arts and design studio. So in exams, when you are asked to state one importance of art and design studio in Ghana, what are you going to say? Would you pass confidently? Importance of art and design studio professions. Now the first important is that it is for communication and cultural expression. So art communicates ideas without talking. Our symbols, colors, patterns and images, all these tells a lot of stories. Think about it in class symbols. Without words, they teach wisdom, bravery, unity and a lot of social values. The second one is problem solving, creativity and innovation. Designers or artists does not only decorate, we solve problems. When a product designer redesigns, for example, maybe Gary package for export, it is a great innovation. Advocacy and social commentary. You see, artists speak where others are silent. Murals, cartoons and even posters comment on corruption, sanitation, election, etc. So you see, we use all this to communicate silently. So art is powerful. Now the fourth one is economic development and industrial growth. You see, art creates jobs, a lot of jobs. Fashion designers, sign writers, printers, illustrators, photographers. These are artists that earn a lot of income. So even tourism depends on us. If I say us, I mean art. Identity, emotion, and aesthetics. Artists help us to express emotion. Artists help us to express joy, pain, hope, and even pride. So a beautiful environment improves mental health, and that's what we call art therapy. Using art as a form of healing. So when you go to some of the hospitals, we have murals inside the walls, and these artworks are not only aesthetic pleasing, they are also helping in healing the patients. So that's art therapy. Now the last one is preservation and cultural heritage. If artists stop creating, culture dies. Do you agree? Let me hear it from the comment section. Examples like kente, stools, marks, beads, all these are our cultural heritage, and it takes only the artists to preserve our identity. So let's have this quick quiz. Which of these best explain the economic importance of art? A. Art makes people happy. B. Art preserves tradition. C. Art creates employment and income. D. Art improves beauty only. You have 10 seconds. Let me hear you in the comment section. Now let's look at education, training and career pathways. Now the first pathway is formal education. A lot of artists in Ghana train formally in schools. Example, going to our senior high school to offer visual arts or arts as we call it now. Some also go to College of Education and others to universities like KNUST, UEW, and also Legon. So you can actually go through these schools to become a professional artist. Some also goes through workshops and continual education. So learning never stops. Workshops upgrade skills. We have a lot of workshops that you can also partake to improve your talent or to enhance your skills in arts. So anytime you hear of workshops, art workshops around, you need to register and also take part if you really want to become a professional artist. Some also goes through apprenticeship system. That's very, very important in Ghana. Many Ghanaian artists learn through apprenticeship. It's also a very good pathway to become a professional artist. Apprenticeship. So with this, you learn directly from your master. If it's graphic designing, fashion designing, sculpture, you need to learn from the master. So your master will train you. You learn from him to become what? A professional artist through apprenticeship. So if you want to become an apprentice, in fact, you have to be very, very disciplined. Here and that, you cannot, because it's informal and you need discipline to be able to achieve your goal to become a professional artist. So we also have self-study and online learning. Now today, YouTube and online courses have changed learning entirely. So you can actually go to YouTube, you type whatever you want to learn, and then you will get tutorials on that if it's practical or theory. Online learning. But as I always say, discipline is the key. The last one is certification, license, and portfolio. In fact, you need certification and license to prove that you are well trained. So certification, proof training, and also portfolio, prove your skill. So you have to make sure that you have a lot of artworks to prove that yes, these are my portfolio that shows I've worked over the years. So when you're going to look for a job without portfolio, no job for you. Now conclusion. Art builds society. Art creates jobs. Art preserves our culture. Art education turns talent into a career. So you have to take art training very seriously. Now this is your assignment. Choose one art and design profession. State its importance to society and explain how someone can train for it in Ghana. Your favorite artists weren't born with a pencil in their hand. They were just the ones who were willing to make mistakes. They drew when they didn't feel inspired. They drew when it looked very bad. They drew because the art of drawing is the only way to get better. As I always say, the more you practice, the better you get. So practice more and don't lose hope. You definitely get better. So this is your online art and design studio teacher. I'm Jason Appa and I'm out.